So there's no surprise that there are tons of logistical things that you have to do before you step foot out on the Appalachian Trail to hike over 2,100 plus miles. Today, I am here to discuss all the things that I have done logistically before the trail and all the things I still have to do logistically before the trail. So let's start off with the things that I have already done, things that I have checked off my list. The very first thing that I have already done for logistical planning is getting my flights booked. So I am currently trying to book my flight. It is July 10th. 2022. Waiting on my hiking partner to answer me back. We've been going back and forth playing almost like phone tag every day about booking these flights. So hopefully we can get this done today. I feel like it's gonna feel like semi more real that we're doing this when my flight's booked. We're going to Atlanta, baby. I already have my flight to Atlanta, Georgia booked, ready to go. I have already had it get changed timing wise, but it was just a half an hour early, so that's okay. Another thing that was on my list was to get my phone plan switched over. You guys know I had upgraded my phone to the 13 iPhone, but I also wanted to make sure that I got switched over to a plan to where I would have unlimited data, to where I would have enough storage, to where I would have enough everything that I needed to for being out on trail. Another thing that I have done logistically is make sure that I have enough of my medication for a 6-month journey. Most people who through hike the Appalachian Trail have to think about is where they are going to leave their car, because I won't be driving it for 6 months, obviously. So I have figured that out. I'm going to leave it at my father's house. That way I can leave him with the key, he can start it up, and he's also going to drive me to the airport. So that will be good to go there. Hopefully my car will be safe and it won't die when I come back. Thanks, Dad. So another thing that I have been doing is kind of going through my house and getting it cleaned out of sorts, you could say, and starting to declutter things that I know I'm not going to need. I also have been selling things that I no longer need. Another big thing logistically that I had to get done, that not everyone has to get done before trail, but I had to renew my license. My license expired this last September. My birthday's September 13th, but my license was expiring, and the last time I renewed my license, I just did it online, so I had the same picture since I was 16 on my license. So people were starting to question whether it was me or not. And I'm like, yes, I am 29 years old. I know I look 16 in this picture because that's from when I was 16. I promise this is my real ID. Anywho, so I had to go get that renewed, but we got that all taken care of. I have my new license. We are good to go. And the last thing I have done logistically to plan for the trail is to actually go ahead and save up my funds. You guys know, if you've watched my budget video, link in the description. But if you watch my budget video, then you guys know I am pretty much saved up for the trail. I am still saving more than what they recommend, but that is something that I logistically had to plan to do. So now onto the things that I still have left to do on my to-do list. One of the big ones is to do my taxes. Can't do those until I get my W-2s. I have to get a W-2 from my teaching position as well as my YouTube. I make money from YouTube, so I have to get a W-2 from them. I think it's a W-2. Actually, I don't know what they give me because it's the first year that I'll be filing with them. Another thing that I have to do is actually go ahead and book the lodge. As you guys know, me and my hiking partner are going to be staying at the lodge the first night that we are there. We're flying in. She's coming from Colorado. We're taking the MARTA. Then we're getting a shuttle drive. It's a lot of traveling. So we probably won't get there until like later in the afternoon to the falls. So we're just gonna stay at the lodge the first night. So we need to book our first night at the lodge. Another thing I still need to figure out is health insurance. Am I getting health insurance? Which I probably will. I'm losing health insurance with my job, so we'll talk about that in another video. So I need to get some sort of health insurance. So I need to figure out what kind of health insurance am I getting, or am I gonna get like a traveler's type of insurance where if something does happen, they can just reimburse me. I'm not quite sure yet. So that is something I'm still figuring out. If you guys know anything about health insurance for through hiking, please let me know. Please let me know. Another thing I need to get taken care of is car insurance. I know I said I know where I'm leaving my car, but I do want to switch my car insurance over to a cheaper plan since we won't really be driving it around. So getting that switched over to like a parked car insurance of some sorts is something that I still need to do. Another thing I need to figure out is what am I doing with all my stuff. I do have a classroom full of stuff I need to figure out what I'm doing with, and a bedroom slash house full of stuff that I need to figure out what I'm doing with. Obviously, I rent from my roommate. She owns this house, so I'm still figuring out, am I leaving my stuff here? Am I moving it to my dad's house? I have to move my stuff out of my classroom, so I have to figure out, am I moving it here? Am I moving it to my dad's house? Whatever it is, I'm gonna have to figure that out, and I still have to actually move it all. Another big thing a lot of people talk about is canceling subscriptions or getting subscriptions. So I have, you know, a million different streaming platforms that I am a subscriber to. So I need to go ahead and cancel all those, like Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. I probably will keep one just so I can have something like, you know, downloaded on my phone just in case, you know, I get creeped out at night and need to watch something, but I don't need all of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and cancel most of them. I also want to go ahead and make sure like my books are up to date on my phone, like my audiobooks from Audible, as well as making sure that I get all my podcasts downloaded and up to date, so that way I am ready. But that'll be something like right before trail happens because I'm currently listening to those. Another thing financially, I need to make sure that I put like my credit cards on travel mode so that, you know, the bank doesn't think that it's fraud purchases when I am up in Georgia. So I got to move those to travel mode, let them know that I am traveling for the next 6 months. And the last final thing that I can really think of is I want to organize all of my gear that I have. So I have a lot of like leftover or extra gear, extra things that can be sent out to me, like resupply options, my clothes for summer months, just various different food items that I have extras of that I bought in bulk. So I want to organize that all so that way if I do need it sent out to me, whoever is sending it out to me, whether it be my roommate or a family member or another friend, whoever it is, they can send it out to me and it's organized for them, it's easy for them to find. Now that is all the things logistically that I need to get done that I could think of at this moment, planning wise, preparing wise. If you guys know something that I am missing, please let me know so I'm not like, you know, surprised the week before leaving for trail and I'm all stressed out. You know, that would be nice. Just give me a heads up. So next week I plan to take on hanging a bear bag for the first time. I've never done it, so this should be interesting. This should be real fun. Definitely subscribe for that one because I feel like that's gonna be a real fun time. A real hoot and a half, they say. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
You guys. This is hilarious that I'm crying right now. I just checked my subscriber count and I'm over 2,000 and that was my goal to hit by December, and it's mid-September, mid-September, and I hit it. And I'm just so like happy with myself for like sticking with this and like changing my content and like doing what I you know am passionate about. And I'm just oh, and I'm so grateful for Taylor, New Hampshire Hiker, for sharing my video because that really hiked up the subscriber count there. So big shout out to her. But oh my gosh, I just had a little moment. I just wanted to record something so I can have this memory because that's pretty big. That's big.